The Beatles were the most successful and influential act of the British invasion. But no classic rock aficionado should overlook Donovan's talents. Notably, John Lennon was a huge fan of one of Donovan's songs, which he played repeatedly. The Hurdy Gurdy Man vocalist offered his thoughts on John as a person. John thought that he and Donovan were on the same wavelength. Donovan is known for two kinds of songs: psychedelic ditties like Mellow Yellow, Atlantis, and Sunshine Superman, and folk tunes like Colors, Catch the Wind, and Universal Soldier. According to a 2018 Goldmine article, John was taken with Donovan's folk song, Turquoise. He had a vinyl copy of the song and played it on his own jukebox while on tour. The Season of the Witch singer shared his thoughts on John and Paul McCartney. John and Paul, let me say, were very aware of their influence over millions of people, he said. They were both really skilled. Furthermore, they appeared to know every single popular song from 1945 forth. It was clear to me that they had invested their time. Donovan acknowledged that he has more in common with John and Paul than music. The interest that ultimately brought us closely together was meditation. But that wouldn't be until 1967, he recalled. In 1965, we found ourselves inextricably linked for two reasons. John and Paul are from Liverpool, a major seaside shipbuilding port, just as I am from Glasgow, Scotland. They were thoroughly entrenched in the Irish diaspora that had moved from Ireland to Liverpool. They knew the folk world, they read poetry, they went to the theater, and let me tell you, they certainly entertained radical thought for those days, he said. That's the exact kind of milieu I was brought up in. Radical thought would become a major part of John's solo work, as his tunes Imagine and Working Class Hero reflect Marxist theory. Donovan had some positive things to say about John, and John had some positive things to say about Donovan. The book Lennon on Lennon, Conversations with John Lennon, features an interview from 1972. In it, the woman singer recalled getting in trouble for possession of marijuana. Yoko Ono noted Donovan and the Rolling Stones, Keith Richards, had similar struggles. John theorized that law enforcement went after him, Donovan, Richards, and other rock stars like Mick Jagger and George Harrison because they all promoted peace. Many artists from that era protested the Vietnam War on the streets or through their music. No other war seemed to inspire more protest songs in the history of Western popular music. Donovan was part of that trend, releasing anti-war songs that can apply to any conflict going on today. While Donovan never became the international peace icon that John did, he deserves credit for speaking his conscience during a divisive and deadly conflict. Donovan and John were both part of an incredible musical scene, and John couldn't get enough of Turquoise.